Can you hear any difference now? Is it the same or is it different?
No.
I don't know. I can't tell. I have to get it out. My voice should start returning to normal.
Oh, you sound like kind of like Mickey Mouse.
Who are you calling Mickey Mouse?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey
A few big deep breaths. And am I pretty much back to normal?
Yeah.
And the good thing about helium is because it's lighter than air, hold on to it, because it's lighter than air, it actually wants to lift up out of my lungs anyway, so it's not that hard to get out. My next gas is a little trickier. It's, again, totally not poisonous, but it's not lighter than air, it's heavier than air. Sulfur hexachloride.
Is there any difference now?
It's Vader.
That sounds like Darth Vader.
It's the opposite of
I'm not doing
helium.
that. 'Cause,
That is so creepy. That video.
No, keep going with the video. Keep going.
This is uncomfortable, it makes the blood rush to my head.
Well, I got it on video, so here it is.
Thanks. Your hand facing up. Yeah, like that. Fast.
Whoa.
Facing up. Facing up like this. Yeah.
You can't see his face in the hole. Hold on, hold on.
No.
No.
Okay, drop that one on the counter.
In
and try
the
it out.
arms of the
Probably too
angel.
much touch. All right. Turn your hand the other way.
Flip it over.
Okay.
Fast.
There you go. All right. It might be because all the water boiled out of this one.
He failed.
It'll work. The second one works.
Wait, how?
I got it. Oh, Urbana. Oh my. What?
You win.
I like to find a container, a glass container where the top of it is narrower. You can't really use a 2-liter bottle because you're talking about a candle, you'll melt the plastic. So you need something glass, but you need the top to be a little narrower, because what I'm going to do is put this upside down over my candle. And as Legacy said, fire needs 3 things to burn, right?
Yeah.
What's in my jar right now? Air is in my jar, and the air is 20% oxygen and 80% nitrogen. The candle is going to burn the oxygen that's in the jar, but when that oxygen burns up, that leaves an empty space in the jar where the oxygen used to be. The water should come up into my jar to take the place of the oxygen. And then, of course, once it uses up all the oxygen, the candle will go out. So let's see how high the water goes into my jar. It's using up the oxygen. Right when the candle goes out, it usually climbs up pretty good. It's a big jar, so there is a lot of oxygen in this jar. But eventually it'll use it all up.
It's like
Okay. Okay. It's not going to go up all the way because it's only replacing the oxygen part of the air. The nitrogen's still in there because the nitrogen doesn't burn. So the oxygen part got burned. And the water shows you how much of that air was oxygen. It's in there. I have to figure out the right distance. With a dime, for me, I would say that's about the right distance. Now, I'm gonna blow across the surface of the dime, and if I have my air current in just the right place, the dime will actually lift up a little bit. It'll actually lift up and go right into my airstream, so that my airstream pushes it forward.
So basically,
Now, some people say, oh, I know what you're doing. You're hanging it over the edge and then you're blowing on the bottom of the dime. No, you're not. You gotta have it all the way on the table, so you can't do that. Okay, so let's see if I can get it to lift up and go toward the bowl. I hit the bowl. Over the top. Closer, you gotta get the right angle. You gotta be like slightly below it. So you don't want to blow it right into the side of the table.
3 weeks later.
Get the right angle, okay?
you gotta crop them and them out.
So here's what's happening. As the ball is in the stream of air, you notice it kind of goes back and forth a little bit. What's really happening is every time the ball moves a little to one side, that means the air is going faster on the other side, so it's lowering the air pressure on the opposite side. They easily go together. And that's not because I'm blowing them together, I'm lowering the air pressure between them.
I wish they would.
You really smack them together pretty hard. Okay, so make sure you give that one a try.
Okay, so as you can see, this is just a mat with a hanger on it. It's like really, it's really easy to, you just pick it up, you know, right? But if you, here's the thing, if you hold it to the middle of you, and you like have it right here, and you pull straight up, see, it's not coming up. You have to pull real, you have to have like
YouTube
a
video.
Alright, so we're gonna try to blow this water all the way down because there's a lot of water, but we can stick our oxygen and then fill the whole tank with oxygen. So,
This is gonna be. Whoa, dang.
you got 3 force. Alright.
You are.